Take a breath with me. Not a rushed breath, not a breath you take because someone told you to slow down. Just a real one. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your body know, quietly, gently, that it doesn't need to brace right now. You don't need to arrive anywhere in this moment. You don't need to understand anything yet. You don't need to do this perfectly. You're here, and that's enough. This space is not about fixing yourself. It's not about optimizing your life. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering what alignment actually feels like, not in your head, but in your body. Because alignment doesn't begin with clarity, it begins with permission. Permission to pause, permission to listen, permission to stop hurrying towards a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet. If you've been carrying urgency, quietly, internally, even while doing the right things, you're not alone. Let's set it down together, just for these few minutes. So many women come into alignment carrying the same invisible weight. They're tired, but still pushing. They're intentional, but still rushing. They've done the journaling, they've done the reflection, they've slowed their schedule, at least on paper, and yet there's still this subtle pressure underneath everything. The feeling that you should be farther along, that you should have figured this out by now, that alignment is something you reach if you do enough inner work correctly. That pressure doesn't usually shout, it whispers. It shows up as self-judgment in quiet moments, as restlessness when things are actually calm, as guilt when you're not being productive, even when you don't want to be productive anymore. And here's the tender truth. You can leave hustle culture and still carry hustle energy inside your body. You can choose alignment conceptually and still be hurrying emotionally, especially in midlife. This season strips away what no longer fits, but it doesn't replace it immediately. And that in-between space, the not knowing, the unanchored feeling, can be deeply uncomfortable. And so we rush. We rush clarity. We rush healing. We rush joy. But urgency is not the same thing as aliveness. An alignment does not respond to force. Here's the reframe I want to offer you softly, without pressure. You do not hurry into alignment. Alignment meets you when you stop chasing it. Alignment is not something you earn through discipline or effort. It's something that emerges when your nervous system feels safe enough to tell you the truth. Sometimes alignment looks like forward movement, but sometimes alignment looks like stillness, confusion, even grief. And none of those mean you're off track. You are not late to your life. You cannot miss the moment you're meant to be in. Alignment is not linear, it's relational. It deepens as you learn to trust yourself. Not the version of you that performs well, but the version of you that listens well. The one who knows when to rest. The one who senses when something is no longer aligned, even if it looks fine from the outside. The one who doesn't need to rush because she knows she belongs to herself. This is where urgency dissolves. Not because you force it away, but because it no longer has a job. So let's return to the beginning. If you've been feeling behind in joy, behind in purpose, behind in becoming who you thought you'd be by now, pause. Notice what happens in your body when you hear this. You are exactly where your alignment can meet you. Not where you were 5 years ago, not where someone else seems to be, not where you think you should be. Here, this version of you, tired, wise, curious, uncertain, is not a problem to solve. She is the doorway. Alignment doesn't ask you to speed up. It asks you to come closer, closer to your breath, closer to your intuition, closer to the quiet truths you don't always give yourself time to hear. Nothing is wrong with your pace. Nothing is broken in your becoming. You are not behind. You are becoming. And becoming does not hurry. As we close, I want you to carry one simple knowing with you. You don't need to push yourself into alignment. You can let alignment unfold around you. Let today be softer. Let your next step be smaller. Let your timing be your own. You don't need to remember everything that was said here. You don't need to apply it perfectly. Let it settle somewhere in you, like a deep exhale you didn't realize you were holding. Alignment is patient, and it's not going anywhere. Neither are you. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If these reflections speak to where you are, you're always welcome to return. This is a soulful space for intentional living, honest reflection, positivity, and finding your way back to what feels true. Until next time, stay rooted in soul and wrapped in joy.